Back to the channel. It's been a long time. Again, I feel like I say that every time, but we're really excited to be sitting down and doing some catching up with everyone, and I promise we really do hope to do this more consistently. I feel like we say that every time too.
7 kids is a lot of work.
7 kids is a lot. Blending a family is a lot, but it's all been good, and there have definitely been bumps in the road. It's just been a lot.
And those 7 kids have to take our priority. And
they definitely have. But we want to catch you guys up. 2021 was like a whirlwind of a year for us. We literally had just started dating by the time January of 2021 rolled around. We had only been dating 2 months. And so stick around because we want to catch you guys up on 2021 and then also give you a big announcement towards the end of some good news that we have that we think is great news that we'd like to share. So let's go back to January.
Yeah.
We dive into this in one of the other videos about what happened with me and my jobs in January. So I didn't have those jobs anymore, and I was a single mom, homeschooling mom of 5 kids, and I want to honor that situation, so I just leave it at that. But me losing my jobs in January caused some big decisions that Dustin had to make.
I had to have a come to Jesus moment where I had to decide if this is what I wanted. And to put it simply, long story short, I decided that her and her 5 kids were absolutely what I wanted for my future, and we moved forward.
Yeah, so
we never really looked back.
Yeah, we really haven't looked back since that January. So then January rolls along, and then we roll into February, and we have our first Valentine's Day date, but...
Oh, I thought you were going... Oh, yeah. Well, we do have our first Valentine's date. Yes.
And then, you guys, so out of our 7 kids, 5 of them have birthdays between February 13th
and March 12th.
So literally, in a month span, we have 5 birthdays. And so we were dating at the time, so we were involved in each other's, for most of the kids, some of the older ones not, but we were just throwing party after party after party for all these 5 kids.
And we gotta do that for like the rest of time.
The rest of our lives.
They're like childhood.
We literally have to like rebudget after Christmas for 5 birthdays. So that took over February, March. Then we had April. We were just dating.
Kind of just nothing crazy, just kind of dating.
So May, you proposed.
I proposed.
At the beach with his whole family there. It was such a beautiful memory. He had told his sister, you know, she's a photographer, and asked her if she would act like she was taking, you know, a couple shots of us. And we went on a walk on the beach, came back to do our pictures, and while we did the pictures, he proposed. And then we went back in the house. We're like 30-ish people. The whole family was staying in this beach house, and we all came back in. There was a catered dinner, and it was just such a beautiful memory.
And
we love you.
To our 7 amazing children, what we're about to do is wild. It's gonna be both awesome, hard, awkward, fun, all of the things. But I know one thing that we feel as a foundation is foundational rule 2, actually. And that is that we will love each other.
Amen.
And the second one is that each and every one of you will have a voice. And to Shirley's 5, I am just getting to know you, but I love you guys so much, you don't even know. I pray over you, and I know she feels the same way. My little Gray and my little Char. So we're gonna pray. Just thank you guys, but to you all, to us, and to this incredible, crazy journey we're going on.
It was.
So that was May. We got engaged. Then June. What did we do in June?
So in June, we decided to privately, just her and I, legally
get married.
Tie the knot.
We did it.
Went down to the courthouse and tied the knot. There are a lot of reasons why we decided to do that. those are our reasons that we're not going to really get into them here, but that is what we felt led on our heart to do. And that was June.
That was June.
June 7th.
We did that thing in June, but kind of kept that real low key.
Real low key.
We told parents, didn't tell our children because, you know, we wanted to buy them as much time as possible to adjust to how serious our relationship was. So that was June. Got legally married, and that was really fun too.
That was a great day.
Then we went to this hotel. He got reservations at this really great hotel, so we had like a fancy dinner, a super fancy hotel that had this rooftop.
Yeah, it was good times. It was really sweet.
Another great memory. And then July, so we had our first 4th of July together as a family.
And in the middle of all that, we're planning the big public wedding, which was
yeah.
a big behemoth of a wedding.
Yeah, because May got engaged. We knew that we wanted to be married by September so that the kids could start the school year off with a new routine and in the new house. So yeah, planning a wedding, and it all fell into place in like 4 months.
It's actually miraculous the way it all worked out. It's such a cool story.
We have to do a video on it.
Yeah.
So that was July. All right, so August rolls around. I got pregnant in August.
Wasn't quite the plan.
It wasn't the plan. It wasn't the plan because, like we said, when we got married legally in June, we kept it really low key. And so in August, found out I was expecting. We were so excited about the baby, but we knew that we might get some
Well, people are going to have their opinions, naturally speaking, especially from within a Christian community when we have kept certain things between ourselves.
and we couldn't have blamed people.
No, not at all.
For wondering, because they just simply didn't know. But we knew before God that we were right and that everything was fine. But it just turned into this, like, we're so excited, but people are going to talk and people are going to say things. And so there were some real conflicting emotions there. And
I was personally very, very excited.
we both were. Like, I think you can have both feelings coexisting. Like, we're so excited about this baby because we've known we want to have a baby together. And so thrilled, but also just like, man, now we're going to have a bunch of questions to answer. And honestly, that our story and the things we've walked through, I've been like, man, I don't like judging people. You never know a whole story. You never know like what goes on behind the scenes. And so, let's just love people.
Yeah.
Let's just like love people. That's what I tell myself. Shirley, just love people wherever they're at. You don't always know all the details. So got pregnant in August, had our beautiful wedding in September. It was like a dream wedding.
I was, till to this day, I think I'm always going to be shocked at just how well it went, how beautiful it was, and how it was
so
the most wonderful night.
It was God-centered. You could just sense His presence in the night. We had so much fun. So that was September, and during our wedding, I was eight-ish weeks pregnant. So then after our wedding, that following week, we went to Yosemite and did like this super fun
Kind of
road trip.
road trip to Cali.
Yeah, we road tripped to Cali. I was pregnant. I was feeling kind of like barfy some days and like nauseous other days and like tired other days, but it was so much fun. So, but then towards the end of the honeymoon, I started bleeding, and that leads us into October, where out of all my pregnancies, I've had 5 babies, 6. That was my 6th pregnancy. It was my first miscarriage, and we lost that baby. And it might seem like I'm going to gloss over it now, but I actually want to do an entire video on that because I think there are a lot of women that suffer silently when it comes to miscarriage. And if I'm honest, for me, it was personally a very traumatic experience. So I didn't lose the baby until, got back from the honeymoon, had an ultrasound, there was no heartbeat, but I didn't lose the baby until maybe like a couple of days later, and that was really traumatic. So I do want to spend some time on another video in that. But that was October, and then in November, God was so gracious to us.
Because we are expecting, and we're so excited. And
Yep. Well, and the thing about when we got pregnant in August, we did tell like close family, and we had this huge celebration. And it was devastating to have to go back and tell everyone you know, that we lost the baby, we went out and had this big fancy dinner with your family.
Yeah.
And told them. So when we got pregnant in November, we are so proud of ourselves because we like kept it a secret until I went in for, which I was like 9 weeks.
Yeah, because it was right before Christmas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right before Christmas, we had an ultrasound, and once we saw that there was a healthy baby with a healthy heartbeat, then right before Christmas, we sent out some super fun text threads to our family, telling them that we were expecting this time, and we've had an ultrasound, we've seen the heartbeat.
Baby, look, it's a lot bigger.
I cut that screen on for you, Shirley, so you can see up there. Okay, I see our heartbeat. Yeah. So this is baby's head.
Baby.
Here's the body. A little arm bud there. So the legs will be here, right there. And then heart in the middle. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I told you everything was fine. See?
Come here, wiggling around a little bit. See, wiggling?
Oh my gosh.
See how much bigger it is from last time?
So that was really exciting. That was November into December. And so you guys, the big news is we're having number 8.
So excited. Due when?
So we're due July 31st, but I've never actually made a due date. So I think it'll be sometime mid-July-ish. And stay tuned because we already know the gender, we already have the name, but we want to save that for another video. So thanks you guys for following along. We hope you stick with us in our journey as we blend 2 families and now 8 kids into 1 house. All right, you guys.
Party.
Yep, it is.
It's gonna be awesome.
Good times. All right, until next time, y'all. Bye.
Bye.